This is the CBS Evening News with Bob Schieffer.
Good evening. New Orleans tonight is a city of the dead. Nearly everyone in the city who survived the hurricane has been evacuated, but authorities are finding bodies everywhere, in attics, floating in the streets, crumpled in wheelchairs. No one really knows how many have died, but if the mayor is right when he says 10,000, that will be more than 3 times the death toll of 9/11. President Bush went back to the area today, but there is so little coordination and so much friction between national and local officials that the governor's office learned of the president's itinerary from a news reporter. We begin tonight with John Roberts in New Orleans. John?
Good evening, Bob. It's now 1 week since Hurricane Katrina, the big one, the one that experts had been warning of for decades, delivered a violent 1-2 punch to the city. First, the storm itself, then even worse, crumbling levees and surging floods. And only now does the recovery effort seem to be gaining traction.
In the flooded streets of New Orleans, it's still a massive air-sea rescue operation. Helicopters prowl the neighborhoods looking for stragglers, and there are plenty to be found.
We got plenty of water and plenty of food. We're sharing it with our neighbors.
Margie Lamartz has been holding out with another family. They've had all they can stand. They flagged down a passing Black Hawk, and within minutes, 5 more evacuees were on their way to higher ground.
A week after Hurricane Katrina hit, the water level in these neighborhoods has only gone down about a foot at best. Getting it all out could take a month or more. Yet amazingly, many of the people who have been toughing it out in their homes don't want to be evacuated.
People like Kenny and Shawnee White. She's 3 months pregnant, but they heard the horror stories at the Superdome and Convention Center and are afraid to go.
As long as they bring us food and water, we can hold out till this water go down.
It's the sort of urban survival the city's police chief just can't understand.
There is absolutely nothing here. We advise people that this city has been destroyed. It has completely been destroyed.
Out here, every boat is a rescue boat, even ours. We found this man paddling an air mattress into the city. We threw him a line and towed him to an evacuation point. On the outskirts of town, the earliest signs of returning life. Cleanup crews are clearing the roads. The power companies are putting the lines back up. Downtown, security is still the main focus. The city is an armed camp. How many weapons are still out there? This is the haul from one afternoon.
How great was the need here?
Oh, it was massive. It was massive because there was just so much confusion, so much devastation. The need for law enforcement was vital.
It's a scene President Bush didn't witness today. He returned to Louisiana, but only to Baton Rouge to meet with survivors. Later, in Mississippi, he insisted he's got the picture.
I understand the damage, I understand the devastation, I understand the destruction, I understand how long it's going to take. And we're with you.
Now that help has arrived, local officials who felt so abandoned last week are willing to move on. And the general in charge of the National Guard here had strong words for the armchair quarterbacks who continue to criticize.
All those smart business guys out there who will see how we have or have not done this right and have some fancy computer matrix. Get down here and get some damn gas here and come down here and get the phones working.
Crews repairing this city's broken levees say they are more than halfway done now. The Army Corps of Engineers said it has closed one of 2 major breaks in the flood walls and will finish patching up the other one soon. But repair crews face more threats than just high water. Yesterday, gunmen opened fire on contractors going to a repair site. Police shot back and say they killed at least 5 of the attackers. While many thousands of New Orleans evacuees have been taken to Texas and other states, most remain closer to home. Many have converged on Baton Rouge, the state capital, about 60 miles northwest of here. And the city is struggling to cope, as Mark Strassman reports.
Ice cold water! Louisiana communities face another storm surge from Katrina, a flood of need.
I don't want their sympathy. I want to be able to survive.
In tiny Livingston, Louisiana, outside Baton Rouge, the wait to apply for emergency food stamps was 16 hours long.
You need to have the form filled out both front and back.
And yet 2,000 people, many from New Orleans, stuck it out on the first day.
More people applying for benefits than live in this town.
Exactly.
I mean, how are you going to keep that up?
Well, I just hope there's an end to the need here sooner or later.
up the road in Baton Rouge. Evacuees have doubled this city's population, overwhelming every city shelter, every church or charity, every hospital.
Oh, this is actually worse than it was yesterday.
So makeshift clinics treat evacuees like Lawrence Fraze. A rescue boat found him on his neighbor's roof.
And you needed help.
I needed help very bad.
Right.
I was shaken up, messed up.
This is not a treatment scenario they teach you in medical school.
Not really.
Dr. Evelyn Hayes now works in this field hospital that just last week was an abandoned Kmart.
We do codes in medicine, you know, calling like a code if somebody had a heart attack. We'll say code blue in the middle aisle, you know, or something like that. But no, it's certainly a unique situation.
And the city's housing market suddenly is Cajun hot. Rentals are long gone. Some buyers offer cash, sight unseen.
I listed this house at 9:30 last night and it's sold.
But for people without resources, there is no long-range housing plan. And short-term, the Red Cross expects shelters like this one to stay open another 4 months. Baton Rouge is now Louisiana's biggest city and will stay that way indefinitely. John?
Mark Strassman in Baton Rouge for us tonight. Mark, thanks very much. Just an example of just how widespread the effects of Hurricane Katrina are. Bob?
John, how is it in other places? What do you hear from there?
You know, Bob, we got a camera down into Plaquemine Parish over the weekend, which is very much further south of here. And down there, the devastation is just almost complete. And city officials are coping with absolutely no resources from the federal government. It's a story we hoped to bring you, but we couldn't because of the tennis overrun. But you can still catch it on the website at cbsnews.com. Bob?
Okay, thanks, John. Katrina survivors are now being evacuated to as far away as San Diego. The first arrived there today to applause and tears, but by far the most evacuees are in Texas. And former Presidents Bush and Clinton visited the Houston Astrodome today, which is now filled to capacity. They were there to offer comfort and to help raise money for storm victims. Now to the other major story quickly of the day, the Supreme Court. The president today nominated federal Judge John Roberts to replace Chief Justice William Rehnquist, who died Saturday night. Wyatt Andrews is at the Supreme Court tonight. Wyatt?
Bob, this nomination to Chief Justice for Judge Roberts gives the president tremendous advantages. Judge Roberts, to this point, remember, has been through much of the nomination process so far, not the confirmation hearings, but all of the investigations. No serious political opposition has been raised. And so the president and most Republicans believed he can be confirmed as Chief Justice relatively quickly in time for the court. It gives the president the justice he wants in the job that he wants when he wants it.
Now, Wyatt, you're going to, they are postponing the hearings on John Roberts, I'm told, at least till the end of the week, possibly into next week. Any word on when the president will nominate somebody to replace Justice O'Connor?
Bob, he has said he wants that in a timely manner. Both conservatives and liberals want the president to name this very, very quickly. I believe it's going to be next week.
Well, any idea of who it's going to be? Will it be a more conservative nominee? Will it be a liberal? What's the guessing down there right now?
The guessing is that the Democrats believe the president, because he's in trouble over Katrina, will be under pressure to name a centrist. Conservatives will push hard for a hardline conservative.
And that is because, as I understand it, they believe the president has been weakened by the responses on the hurricane here. And they think they're going to need him. He's going to need him. That's right, Bob.
They think that the president has been weakened in areas such as civil rights, that he looks bad on the civil rights point, and they think that means a centrist.
Okay. Thanks, Wyatt. That's it. Good night, everyone.
On this Labor Day, victims of the hurricane just wish they had a job. We'll tell you what's being done to find them one.
Municipal Auditorium has become a national staging area for medical supplies, and organizers say they need your help. I'm News Channel 5's Barry Simmons. I'll have that story coming up in a live report.
From your news and information leader, winner of the Emmy for News Excellence, this is News Channel 5 at 6.
You can definitely see a huge difference at this canal in New Orleans. Just look at all those sandbags, each one weighing 3,000 pounds. Helicopters have been dropping them in all weekend to patch that area. And now there is great news to report. Louisiana officials now say repairs on the 17th Street Canal have been finished, and water is being pumped out of the canal and into Lake Pontchartrain. Also in southeast Louisiana today, drivers lined up to return to an area of suburban New Orleans. But residents of Jefferson Parish can only stay for a short time, long enough to see what they have left and to pack up a few things. One thing they can't do is to drink the water. Hello, everyone. I'm